Learning contract law is a lot of fun. It is the most fundamental of human interactions. The rules of contract come from common sense. In this course, we explore how that came about. I take you through several cases and relate to you how the law developed. Why it developed. Before I give you the answer in many situations, I will expect you to try and figure it out on your own. For that is what contract law is. It is really based on common sense. The two people may differ. However, in the end, it is still just practical application that led to the development of contract law. I am Abhinandan Malik and welcome to my EBC Learning class on the law of contracts. Now, contracts aren't anything very special. We make them all the time. Even if you didn't realize it, say you step out of your office and you need to go to India Gate. You hail a cab and it arrives. You get in and say, "Take me to India Gate." That's a contract. It was understood between you and the driver that the driver will take you to India Gate and that you will pay him. And so you were in a contract. Take another example. Say you lose your cat. You put an ad in the paper. The ad says, "Lost, Missy the black cat." It had a blue collar and such. The reward offered is Rs 5,000 for anyone who finds it. It was missing from so-and-so street and from such and such date. And there is this kind gentleman, he finds your cat and he brings it to you. And now you must pay him. You entered into a contract. The stranger understood that you would pay him if he found your cat. You said that in the advertisement. So you offered some terms and he decided to do as per your terms, and therefore there was a contract. So we make contracts all the time. They're not just some formal documents that you may have imagined. Thousands of pages long with cryptic clauses. You have been entering into them every day. Now sometimes contracts seem complicated. Or you may question, does a contract exist here? Did he or she agree to do that or not? But even in these cases, they are just based on common sense. Let's say there is this girl. She likes collecting vinyl records, so let's just call her Vinayali. Vinayali likes listening to music, so she goes to a store to buy vinyl records. Now these records are highly priced. It costs say 5,000 for each vinyl record. But that is too much for her. Now this is no HMV store or something like that. It is a small family-run music store. So she asked the shopkeeper if he would be willing to let her have 3 for Rs 10,000, which is about 3,300 for each. Now the shopkeeper is not sure. So he says, "Let me think about it." Vinayali then leaves the store, and 1 year later, the store is not doing so well. The shopkeeper remembers that he had an offer from Vinayali. She wanted to buy 3 records for Rs 10,000. Maybe he could still sell those records to her. So he takes these 3 records and then drops them off at Vinayali's house. And he also leaves a slip, "You owe me Rs 10,000. But now the question is, does Vinayali have a contract? Is she bound to take these records? Is she liable to pay the shopkeeper 10,000 rupees? She had offered to buy 3 records for 10,000 rupees. Now the shopkeeper had accepted that offer, a little late perhaps, but he did. But did her offer to buy these records after 1 year still stand? As per contract law, when one makes an offer and the other accepts it, there is a contract. Here Vinayali offered to buy 3 records for 10,000 and the shopkeeper had accepted it. But 1 year later, yes, but he did. So was there a contract? What would common sense say here? If you say that there was no contract, you would be right. She may have bought records from another store. or she may have changed her mind. But the shopkeeper could argue that there was an offer and there was an acceptance, and so there's a contract. So in this course, we will take a look at situations like these. The solution is often based on common sense, and lawyers will try and make things complicated. So my job here would be to try and simplify it. This course covers the full syllabus of law schools, but your law school may require you to study some additional areas as well. If that is the case, then you could take this course and then study what your law school requires. The advantage of this course is that it covers each aspect sequentially. You get all your cases together, even access to the full text of those cases. Further, I have also tried to include the applicable sections under each video. This way, you can watch the video for the basic concept and then read the section. In this course, I have also included a preliminary section on the difference between public and private law. Also, the difference between other forms of private law and contract law. Now, this section may not be strictly required by our law school. However, I would suggest that you take it. Take it to get your basics right. Getting a grasp over these basics will serve you well not only now, but later as you go and develop your career. We create these courses as EBC Learning not only to help you get past your exams, but also to enable you to be the best lawyer that you can be. Of course, I would also encourage you to post any questions that you may have in the discussion forum. I can try and answer those there for the benefit of everyone. And now, in the next section, let's start with our study of the law of contract.